Good afternoon, sir. Let me just explain you the working of that particular file. Kindly say whether my screen is visible to you, sir. Is my screen visible to you? Yeah. Just here, if you see, let me first delete all these contents so that right from the scratch, I'll explain you, sir. Just hold on for a minute. Yeah. If you see this bill of exchange due date calculator will have two segments. The first segment is to find out the due date or the maturity date if the vendor or the seller has given his credit period in terms of days, whereas the second segment is for calculating the same due date or the maturity date provided if the creditor has given the time period in terms of months. So first let me explain you in terms of days, then I'll also explain you in terms of months. So first, here I am giving a date, that is in first one, serial number 1. I am giving a date of purchase as today's date. Today it is 12, 11, 20, and acceptance of the bill can either be today or some other date. So I am giving first today's date itself, 12, 11, 20. Here we need to give the detail given the question, like how many days the vendor, the seller is giving the credit period. So if it's 60 days, I'll give it as 60 over here. And here also we need to manually key in the information, because some question it would have been mentioned that without days of grace. In some question it would have been mentioned like with days of grace. So if it is without days of grace, then the due date for the transaction what has happened on November 12, that is today, will be matured on 11th of January 2021. Suppose if I'm going to give the 3 days of grace, obviously my due date will be 14th of January. This is the first type. Second type is the transaction took place on November 12th, 2020. However, it was accepted, the bill was accepted on 15th of November 2020. Now if you see, the due date is the same because I didn't mention here the time period. So I mentioned the time period as 60, and obviously now if you see, it has become 14 1 2020-21. That is from this particular date, from 15th of November, it started to calculate. So that means in the month of November, you will be having a remaining 15 days, and in the month of December, you will have 31 days. So out of 60 days, as of now, we have utilized 46 days. So the remaining 14 days, which will be in the month of January. So exactly if you see that 60 days, when I add with this date, it becomes 14th January. So it is correctly matching up. Now, if I give the 3 days grace, it will become a 17th of January. If I don't give it, then obviously this will be my due date. So this is in terms of days. Let me move on to the months. So the date of transaction, let's take the today's date itself, 12, 11, 20, and the acceptance, let it be the today's date itself as 12, 11, 20. Here in terms of months, so I should not exceed beyond 12. It should be from 1 to 12 because we have only 12 months, as you know very well. So here I have to mention either 2 months or 3 months as the case may be. So I'm just mentioning here as 2 months. So as soon as I mention here 2, that means the due date will fall on 12th of January from this particular date. From date of acceptance only the formula has been driven. So that means it will be due on 12th of January. After giving the 3 days of grace, it becomes 15th of January. If there is no days of grace, it will be 12th of January. This is one pattern. The another pattern also I'll show you. I'm mentioning today's date as a date of purchase, but it was accepted on 15th of November after Diwali, and the same 2 months is the time period. So here if you see, it will be as 15th of January the due date is. After adding my grace days 3 days, it becomes 18th of January. So in terms of months, it is showing perfectly, and even in terms of days, it shows perfectly. So student has to be very careful which one they have to choose. Whether the days is given, then they have to choose this particular calculator, or if it is given in months, they have to use this particular calculator. Actually, these functions are available in the Tally software also. We can go and check it out. But that is automated, which means the programs have been feeded while the software has been designed. But here we made our students to explore by using the creative skills and also by using the formulas which they know, and with the help of the teacher, that is I help them, okay, like how to prepare some idea I gave them. So with the formulas and with the concept, after learning bill of exchange, the student have prepared this, and hope if you permit, I may approve this as a wonderful project, or it's a project can be taken for grade 11. Instead of preparing some analysis works and all, we can make students to do like this in this particular COVID situation, provided if you approve, as you are the right person, or we'll try to bring like this some creative concepts, so that which will be more useful for our teacher fraternity too. And one more thing is like this particular cell, you can't key in it or you can't touch it because it's a formula that has been freezed. Similarly, this particular column, that is the L column, is also freezed. The student is not interested to disclose the formula to everyone. Only he has disclosed it to the concerned teacher, and I have shared the formula for your reference, sir. You can just check it up. Here it's a normal addition formula. The cells have been added, the values have been added, but here the for month it was we have used the formula so called as E date. There is a formula called E date. With that formula, we have prepared this particular Excel file, sir. I hope you would have understood the working of this Excel file. But still, if there is any issue or if you find any problem, please do let me know. I'll support you, sir, and also I'll make sure that I'll release it without the password. So I'll just share it without the password, sir. Thank you, sir. Hope it is clear to you. So with this, I'm stopping the share.